Hi, welcome to the 411 with 404 video series on mechanical topics. This is the first in a series of videos in which we will show you how to build a very simple robot using the Tetrix Robot Kit, which is the recommended kit for rookie FTC teams. We will also use the standard control system components for first tech challenges. We estimate it will take you about 1 hour to complete the mechanical build. Please feel free to pause this video as needed to follow along. As you can see, the metal used for the frame has a lot of pre-drilled holes for 6x32 bolts. This is the shape I will be building for you today. Laid out are all the different pieces you will need if you would like to build along with me. To connect two pieces of the frame, you use this piece. Then you insert a bolt on one side and a nut on the other to hold it on place. Note that sometimes the holes will not line up correctly. Usually with a little creativity, you can use the connector pieces in different ways to hold the frame together. As you can see right here, I had to put a connector piece inside of the frame. You do not have to design your frame in the exact same way that I did. As you can see by the completed robot, you will need a spot reasonably big enough to mount all of the electronics. Now I will put the frame together. Complete the first step. This is what the corner should look like. Bear in mind, in some places I'm only using one screw. You should use 2 to 3 screws to increase the stability of the frame. This is the square frame built. All I need to do is add this middle piece right here and it will be complete. This is the completed frame. You are now ready to proceed to mounting your motors and wheels. To demonstrate how to attach the motors and wheels, I will use the already built robot. To demonstrate how to attach the wheels and motors, I'm going to remove one motor and one wheel from the pre-built robot and attach them again in this video.
Meanwhile.
Wait! Okay, now we're safe. Your Tetrix kit comes with this motor right here. We have decided to use this one instead. This is one of the 3 legal motors that you are allowed to use in a robotics competition. The encoder for this motor is at the front. However, the encoder for this motor is in the back. I have detached the wheel that was connected to our motor right over here. As you can see, we have every part you will need to attach this wheel to the motor and to the frame. This wheel has a motor shaft hub already screwed onto it. I'm not going to unscrew it and rescrew it for this video, but as you can see, it is very simple to attach. I'm now going to attach the motor mount to the motor. This is what you will use to connect the motor to your frame. Once you've lined up the holes, you're going to take your screw and insert it on both sides of the motor mount. It's important you screw them in tightly so that your motor does not spin inside of the motor mount. It is important to consider where the flat part of the motor is and where the screw is on your hub. They need to line up, and you need to screw them in at the part where they line up. You know you've done it correctly when you hear this noise. In order to prevent the wheel from falling off of the motor, I'm going to attach a locking collar. The locking collar also needs to line up with the flat part of your motor. Once you've lined it up, just screw it in. I have now taken apart the front wheel, and I will be putting it back onto the robot so you can see how I do it. I have laid out all the pieces that you will need in order to do this. The Omni wheel already has an axle hub attached. It's very easy to attach. You only need 2 screws and the hub. To prevent the wheel from wobbling, you will need to insert this piece to the inside of the frame. Insert your bearing into the larger hole like this. Now, stick your axle through and secure it on the other side. We also have a locking collar to prevent the wheel from sliding off on this side. Once both sides are tightened, you're ready to put on your other 2 wheels. You'll put them on in the same way that I have shown you in this video. Your Tetrix kit will not come with a phone mount. You can either 3D print your own phone mount. This phone mount you can find on Thingiverse, and it fits a ZTE phone. You can also get a free phone mount from Servo City, and we have that one attached to our robot right here. If you do not decide to do either of those, you can of course just use wire ties.
12 seconds later.